Hi, sir. I've been thinking about something lately, and that is fear. And I think most of the people out there must be thinking about it. And I really want to get rid of it. So the question is how to destroy fear.
How to destroy fear. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys and you, Prashant. Fear is the form of energy, and energy can never be destroyed. Not even a single iota of it can be destroyed. Why do you want to destroy something that can never be destroyed? It's like a stone. We cannot destroy stones, they simply change their shape. They become sand. It's like a human body. Our body is made up of atoms, and atoms can never be destroyed. So I think since fear cannot be destroyed, so we need proper understanding and we need to know how to manage it.
Okay, sir, got it. Then, what is that feeling that we feel before every interview or perhaps going onto the stage? What is it if it is not fear? What stops us then?
Before facing all those challenging situations, be it interview or presentation or going on the stage or talking to our employer or something else, we have those anxious moments, right? I have, you have, we all have because we are humans. But what's behind anxiety? Two things: terrible anticipations, and for your kind information, we can never stop anticipating. That's innate. Second, laziness. We tend to feel lazy or we are lazy. While doing productive work or before our practice, we feel lazy, then we quit. Because of laziness, we start quitting. We get frustrated. We unknowingly, we generate all those anxieties. Now the bigger question is, what is behind laziness? I think we should tackle root here. The deadliest force that's known as resistance. That's behind your failure, your laziness, your anxiety.
Wow, resistance. That's pretty new concept for me. So, what is resistance and what does it do?
Stephen Pressfield talks about it nicely. He says, resistance only aim is to destroy you completely throughout the life till your death. This is an invisible force which resides here and stops you from doing all sorts of productive work. Not only this, resistance shakes hands with your enemies. Be terrible experience, because then you start thinking that terrible moment, right? So next time whenever you have to go on the stage, you think of that terrible experience. Oh, resistance, because resistance shakes hand, and resistance then becomes an evil voice. What is that evil voice inside your head? Don't do it. Don't do it. Last time you had terrible experience in the interview, on the stage, or while talking to your employer, so don't do it again. That's the job of resistance. I think if we start tackling resistance, rest of the things will be tackled. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. So, from like all these years, I've been thinking it was fear, but it was not fear. That's pretty amazing and like quite surprising for me. So, sir, how to tackle resistance?
I think we need to turn pro. But first of all, let me explain what this pro is. So here's a simple comparison between amateur and pro. Amateur, first of all, keeps thinking for one special moment before starting a work. And this special moment never comes and work is never started. I know so many great writers. They are wonderful writers, but they haven't written a single book, right? So an amateur also keeps waiting for maybe coffee, because amateurs are dependent maybe on coffee or inspiration or motivation or something positive in the morning. Amateur has no idea what this resistance is. They think we are not able to do creative work because of circumstances, because of people, because of terrible experiences, because I haven't had a coffee, because I haven't watched a motivational video. So amateurs are always dependent, but they don't realize resistance shakes hands with their enemies, right? It's resistance that's stopping them. Pro, they understand it. So in spite of this terrible anticipation, in spite of anxious moments, they are doers. They keep on doing it throughout the life because they know this resistance has to be tackled every day. Don't you remember so many people, they do great work for 3, 4, 5 days. Then they come back to their same state. Why does this happen? Because resistance wins over them. And for your information, resistance, like fear, cannot be destroyed because that's invisible force. This is a lifelong battle, everyday battle, and you need to be pro. So pro, in spite of all the problems, does it. Pro understands resistance is trying to stop them every morning, every afternoon, every evening. Amateur, they become the victim, unknowingly, most of them.
Okay, sir, like you are talking about immature, or perhaps you're talking about anticipation.
Yes.
So, can I like manage anticipation instead of resistance? Because I think resistance is quite hard to tackle, I believe. Like since you said like it's everyday battle, can I manage my anticipation instead of resistance?
It's very difficult. Managing anticipation is the most difficult job in the world. Even if you manage your anticipations, still resistance will change its shape in the form of perhaps evil voice or something else. Or all of a sudden you'll start thinking, perhaps you have learned to manage this anticipation for a week or 2 or 3, then perhaps in the 4th week that memory will pop up inside your mind. Oh, that day I couldn't do great work. Then resistance all of a sudden will shake hand with that memory or stop you again the next day. But having said all these things, I think resistance can be really helpful. Let's now take it this way. If you are being stopped by this invisible force, which now you realize again and again, it means that work is the most important work in your life. So what you are supposed to do? Just do the opposite. And you'll do great work in life. Just do the opposite. Whatever resistance is trying to tell you, don't listen to it again and again for some particular work. It means that's the most helpful or most important work. Just do it by doing the opposite to resistance.
That's great, sir. Let's say I'm an immature person, or perhaps one of the immature is watching this video. Now I want to tackle my resistance, but I'm lazy enough to take this decision to tackle resistance. So what should be the first step to tackle this thing?
First step is to be the most successful doer. The only difference between successful people and the people who are not successful, unsuccessful people, all of them have got great ideas, but they were the most unsuccessful doers. The only way to tackle resistance is to do the work, is to take the step. Every day, every moment, throughout the life. This is the only way to tackle resistance.
Okay, sir. I have got my answer and I hope our viewers also have got their answers. Thank you so much for joining us, sir.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and thank you so much for asking such questions. Our job is to help people grow in their professional career, not only in professional career, perhaps in personal career as well. And we hope this video is quite helpful. If you have more questions related to resistance, please ask us in the comment section below. Thank you so much.